If you're thinking about making the move to Lake Tahoe, Nevada, and you want to get all the information you can about living in Lake Tahoe, Nevada, then this video is for you. So today, I'm going to be on the south side of Lake Tahoe, Nevada. So Lake Tahoe, Nevada is on one side, California is on the other, and it's on the south shore of the lake, south side of the lake. The California side is called South Lake Tahoe. And then if you go across the state line, the Nevada side, get ready for it, it's called Stateline Nevada, right? Very clever name. So Stateline Nevada is where I'm focused today, and I've picked out 3 properties near or on Kingsbury Grade, which is the main road that goes up and over down into the Carson Valley. And I think it's really important for you to see not only the different snow levels, because the lower elevation homes are going to be priced higher than the higher elevation homes. And part of the reason is you're going to be away from town, but mostly you're going to get a lot more snow. So this video, I'm going to show you the difference between the amount of snow in the lower elevations and the higher elevations. And I think it's really important because it's kind of like, you know, those romantic comedies where people get married really quickly and then they find out that the other spouse is crazy wackadoodle or something. It's kind of like that. I want you to be able to see, because there's a house on the last house in the video today. It's on this beautiful open area, meadow area. It looks great in the summer, spring, and fall. But right now it's just covered in snow. So stick around to see that. It's pretty amazing. If this is your first time to the channel, go ahead and subscribe below and click on the notifications bell, and you'll be the first one notified when I put out a video on the current real estate market situation in Lake Tahoe, Nevada. Hey everybody, my name is Tahoe Tony Tuoto. I go by Tahoe Tony because most people can't say, pronounce, or spell my last name Tuoto. So I just try and keep it simple and go by Tahoe Tony. I am the managing broker for eXp Luxury Real Estate in Incline Village, but I cover all of the Nevada side of Lake Tahoe. And my broker salesman license number is 144620. And every day, my team and I get emails, phone calls, and text messages from people just like you who are looking to make the move to Lake Tahoe, Nevada, and we love it. So if you're thinking about moving in 6 days, 6 weeks, or 6 months, go ahead and reach out to me. Send me an email, give me a call, shoot me a text message, and let me know you're thinking about coming to Lake Tahoe, and we'll get the conversation started. Because I guarantee your move to Lake Tahoe, Nevada will be the best real estate experience you've ever had. So I'm standing in downtown Stateline, Nevada. This is where all the large casinos are in Lake Tahoe. There's 4 casinos. We've got Harvey's over here. Harrah's is across the street. I'm standing right in front of Bally's Lake Tahoe, which is a beautiful place. And then across the street on the other side is the Hard Rock Cafe. So 4 big hotel, casino. They call them resorts, but it's not like there's a swimming pool or anything like that. So I have a hard time calling them resorts. But this is our little town here in Stateline. Nevada doesn't have a ton of stuff. If you go a couple miles that way, you're going to be near Zephyr Cove and the Round Hill. So there's like a shopping center and other restaurants, title companies and such. And then you go down to Zephyr, and there's nice restaurants and stuff on the water. So most of the action over here, other than the casinos, is going to be behind me on the California side. There's the Raleigh Shopping Center and lots of restaurants and beautiful stuff. But on the Nevada side, that's where casinos are. That's where the great entertainment is. So across the street over at Harvey's, they have the outdoor amphitheater, which is awesome. We see some great shows there. Big name shows too. Elton John, Aerosmith, Toby Keith. Last year we saw Keith Urban, and then Duran Duran and Journey plays. And so some great names and a great venue. It's outside, it's beautiful. Things don't look that great right now. This is springtime, so the snow's starting to melt a little bit, although tonight, starting tomorrow morning, there's supposed to be another storm coming in. I mean, winter just won't leave. I know it's springtime, but winter won't leave. Supposed to get around another foot or so of snow tonight. So we're dealing with that. But, you know, Mother Nature's in charge. We do our best. So this is Stateline, Nevada. It's a lot more fun in the summertime. Back up on the hill behind me is Heavenly Village. I'll give you some shots of that. That's probably the premier ski resort in all of Lake Tahoe. They've got the Nevada side, the California side, massive runs. They've got the gondola, takes you all the way to the top of the hill. It's great. It's a little bit expensive. Let's see, goodness, it was about 30 years ago, well, maybe more than that. When I first moved to Tahoe, I lived over here in South Lake, and I worked at Heavenly for a season as a lifty. It was great. And my roommate worked in food and beverage. He's one of the managers. And he had some reports on his desk that showed that the food and beverage for Heavenly, just the food and beverage, made more than all the other resorts combined. It was crazy, but it's a great resort. The only ski resort over in South Lake Tahoe. All the others are over on the West Shore and North Shore. But a great resort. You can just see the tip of it behind me back there. And then over here, we got a new addition, the convention center. So South Lake Tahoe doesn't have a ton of convention room. When you figure out all the hotel rooms they have, it's kind of interesting they don't have a convention space. So we're building convention space now, which should be a great addition to Stateline Nevada. I always want to call it South Shore, because it is South Shore, but South Lake Tahoe is actually the city on the California side behind me. So it's always slips out. So a couple other great things about Stateline Nevada is the Edgewood Golf Resort. It's beautiful. Here's some pictures of what it looks like in the summertime. Right now it's covered in snow, so you can't get any tee times. That's right over there. They have some nice restaurants as well. Speaking of restaurants, some really great restaurants in these hotels. One of my favorites is in Bali's behind me. It's Sierra Restaurant, spelled with a C, C-I-E-R-A. Some great food in there. And then it's, for the resorts, it's probably one of the most reasonable ones. So for the high-end stuff, they have like a fixed menu specials during the week, and it's delicious. They do a really good job there. Good service, kind of old school with the quaint room and all that. The opposite of like Hell's Kitchen, which Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen, which I've eaten there once, and you're literally feel like you're in a kitchen. It's all hard surface. It's very noisy. Their service was mediocre, and the food was just like one steak on a plate, and that was it. It was like $78 or something. I don't enjoy that, but obviously some people do. It's very busy, difficult to get reservations there. So great restaurants here. Tremendous number of restaurants over on the California side as well. So if you're into entertaining and gaming, this is the best side of the lake. If you're into that, a lot more people, obviously. At Edgewood, they have probably the biggest event this year is the Pro-Am golf tournament, where they have professional golfers playing with amateurs, amateurs meaning other pro athletes, movie stars, famous people, semi-famous people, and they're all there. It's a big event. Probably like 300,000 people will come into town just for that event. So it does get crowded over here, a lot more crowded than the North Shore. But because of that, we have a ton of entertainment available. So it just depends on what you like. Personally, I like to live on the North Shore and drive over here for the entertainment, but that's just me. Everybody has their own style. So this is Stateline Nevada. I'll get a better video in the summertime when it looks a little bit nicer. Right now, it's just kind of in between seasons with the spring, and the snow has all the dirt in it or melting. So it doesn't look that great, but it is fun, and it's a great place to be. I'm showing you at its worst right now. Sorry. Let's go check out some houses. So right now, I'm out front of 330 Kingsbury Grade. So Kingsbury Grade is the road that goes from Highway 50s up and over down in the Carson Valley, and that is the street directly behind me. So you do get a little bit of road noise on this property. This house is listed for $1,044,000. 4 bedrooms, 3 baths on 0.75 an acre, which is a really good sized lot, which I really like. Built in 1977. The taxes are $3,545, and the house itself is 2,128 square feet. It's got an easy driveway here, plenty of room for extra parking, which I really like. They also have the little playhouse, a 2-story playhouse in the backyard, which is great if you've got people who like to enjoy the playhouse. There is a downstairs separate entrance in this house that you can use as like a mother-in-law quarters, or wouldn't be able to rent that out. You have to get a permit to do that and get in line to get permits and all that, because we are in Douglas County, so it's a little bit different than Washoe County Incline Village on the North Shore. It's a beautiful house. They've got a hot tub, new granite counters, new floors, updated windows, washer and dryer, new water heater. So really good shape, cute little house. And again, this is listed for $1,044,000. And this is lower elevation. So we're probably about 5 or 10 minutes most drive down to the water, the beach. And if you could see, there's about, I would say 2.5, maybe 3 feet here of snow. There's a big pile there towards the front entrance, but that is where the snow, they were pushing the snow from the drive and everything. So that's not as accurate as what the rest of the snow gets. So again, this is 330 Kingsbury Grade. This is lower, what we call lower Kingsbury. Kingsbury is the street and the road that goes up there. And this is on the lower part of that, listed for $1,044,000. So now I'm standing out front of 692 Kingsbury. And this is the mid elevation for Kingsbury, but it's kind of towards the upper part of the mid elevation. So I guess that's a stretch. But as you can see, there's quite a bit more snow here than there was down below. But 692 Kingsbury is listed for $1,875,000. 5 bedrooms, 3 full baths, and 2 half baths. So plenty of baths for everybody in there. 2793 square feet. And this is another big lot. So it's 0.59 acres. Built in 1961, but it has been refurbished. So it looks very nice inside. Has a really nice Tahoe feel. And for 1961, they were very progressive. They got the nice big cathedral ceilings. Has a good Tahoe feeling to it, like I said. The taxes, before I forget, are $2,483 a year. And again, remember, those don't change on the sales price. Those get reassessed every few years by the assessor's office. So your taxes don't change on the sales price. I know I keep saying that, but I have to keep repeating it because it's important, very important. Very close to Boulder and Stagecoach lodges for Heavenly Village, which is right up the hill, probably 5 minutes away. We're probably 10 minutes or so from downtown. Yeah, so the other one's about 5 minutes. It's definitely 10 minutes away. Cute little house if you like the Tahoe look. It's got a great Tahoe look. It's a really nice backyard with a patio. It's great. They've got their own sledding hill, so it is a great entertaining house. I like this one. And again, this is 692 Kingsbury. It's listed for $1.875 million. So the third house on our tour today is 355 Andria Drive. So that's 355 Andria Drive, listed for $739,000. This is a 3-bedroom, 1 bath. It's 1,000 square feet. It's on a half an acre, so 0.48 of an acre. It was built in 1962, and the taxes are $1,424. It's a cute little cabin up on higher up of Kingsbury Grade. It's a little neighborhood, so we don't have the road noise that Kingsbury, living right on Kingsbury Grade is. Cute little house, 1 story. I know it doesn't look like it right now, but there is a decent amount of parking up here. I know it's just like this little Hubble cave type of house, but it's a cute little house, nice yard, very peaceful setting. As you can see, there's lots of open space in this neighborhood. You look up in the hills, lots of great hiking and everything in this neighborhood. But as you can see, there is quite a bit of snow. The higher up you go, the more snow you're gonna get. Look at the size of these. This is fantastic. In this house. So this is what pictures the house looks like without snow, and this is what it looks like with snow. So it's very important for me to do this video in the wintertime so you have a really good idea of the difference between what houses look like with snow and without. And I know it's springtime. This is the last week of March. And ironically, there's a big storm coming in tomorrow, getting probably about another foot and a half of snow up here. It's been a big winter. I think we're right at now. We were at the record. Last week we were close. I think we beat the record now because we got another storm over the weekend, and then we have another one coming tomorrow. So by the time this video comes out, this should be the biggest snow winter on record. So again, this is 355 Andria Drive, listed for $739,000. Cute little house, nicely refurbished in a great setting, very quiet up here. Doesn't look really good right now. Like if this is someone and you know, I'm not going to name any names, but if there's a certain someone I took a picture and they look like this, they'd be very upset. And they'd get very mad at me for taking their picture. But it's reality. You got to see what it looks like in the wintertime. So I'm going to get in trouble for this anyways, but no worries. I love doing it. I love selling real estate, and I love being able to show you what our great, beautiful Lake Tahoe looks like in all seasons, whether good, clean, or bad. So it's Tahoe Tony. If you're thinking about moving in Lake Tahoe, Nevada, whether it's Stateline or Incline Village, go ahead and shoot me an email, send me a text message, or give me a phone call, and I'll make sure your move to Lake Tahoe, Nevada is the best move you've ever had. I guarantee it.